Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Ringside Recap. I am your host, Ninja the Ninja, and let's get started with Friday Night Smackdown. Okay y'all, welcome back to the show, and happy Friday to you. And I want to say congratulations to all the kids and everyone who has graduated for the past 2 weeks. I am so happy for y'all, and I'm excited for the next journeys of y'all lives. And I hope y'all take y'all future very seriously, because we are in some scary times in the world. So I really hope that y'all lock in and focus on what y'all want to be in the future. But after that, we're gonna go with something that has piqued my interest all through the week with wrestling. People who do not know, who've not seen the news of Asuka. Asuka has said she's leaving WWE. That's what I heard. Some of the rumors are for Kari, or some of the reasons is for her to go back to Japan with Kari. Because insiders about Kari said that she wanted to go back to Japan. So I'm wondering if Asuka is going to Japan with Kari. They say it's for a family matter, but I don't believe it. I think it's because she is maybe supporting Kari, and Kari and her are gonna be phenomenal over there in Japan. So I don't know. That's something that I caught my eye this week. Just something that I have seen rumors about since Asuka kind of stepping away, or like semi-retiring as they're calling it. But on Friday Night Smackdown, I think I saw someone said about Cody and Gunther are gonna have another one-on-one talk again, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. I didn't really keep up with what's going on for this Friday night. But I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be alright. But after all that, let's get started with the show. So y'all, Friday Night Smackdown opens up in Trick Williams' hometown of South Carolina, representing the South Carolina University Gamecocks, with Yachty and the mascot Cocky, all of them coming to the ring and celebrating with Trick Williams and walking him back home to his city. And Trick Williams goes on about his life over there in South Carolina, his time at the University of South Carolina, and just experiencing and just telling all the goods and the bads of him being there, and saying that how all those events made him the star that he is today. And he also gives thanks to his parents that are in the front row celebrating with Trick. And then we have The Miz and Kid Wilson as they come down and trying to rain on Trick's parade, and basically just gives him insults and insults the Gamecocks, and just goes on about how that the city is trash. Is, they always do this when they come to somebody's hometown. They always say that the hometown is trashy or whatever. But then Kit Wilson comes out with a poem and basically just says how bad Trick is, and then once again how bad the city is. And then Little Yachty takes over and he insults Kit and The Miz, and goes back and tells The Miz that he has little balls. If y'all haven't seen years back when The Miz was in a rivalry, I can't remember who he was, but back in the day, him having the little balls joke was the thing back then. And he used to go back and say they are massive, and he used to compare stuff to himself. But anyway, so it goes on, and Kit Wilson and Trick gets into it, and Miz tried to jump Trick, but it didn't work, which leads us into their match together with The Miz and Trick Williams. So the match between Trick Williams and The Miz was a good match. I'm gonna give it a good 7 out of 10. It was a good first match opener with Trick being in his hometown of South Carolina, and um, it was an okay match. I kind of already knew Trick was gonna win, so it really wasn't too surprising there. Little Yachty and Kit Wilson both got involved with the match. Kit Wilson brought out a kendo stick and gave it to The Miz, and The Miz was about to hit Trick with the kendo, but then Little Yachty stopped it, and that distraction caused The Miz and picked up the win for Trick Williams. But all in all, it was a decent match. So then it jumps off to Carmelo Hayes and Ricky Saints. And Ricky Saints basically tell Carmelo Hayes, since you've been on vacation, a lot of things has changed. He has came there, and a lot of other new people from NXT has been called up. And basically, they just had a good back and forth. And it's going to be a match between Ricky and Carmelo later on in the match, later on in the show. Then we jump to Sami Zayn and GM Nick Aldis, as GM Nick Aldis and Sami Zayn have a conversation. Sami is trying to weasel himself back to having another rematch for the United States Championship, and Nick Aldis is like, no, because you already had your rematch and you lost, and the only way how to get back up there is you have to fight for the top to get back up there. So Sami Zayn is mad that everybody seems to be forgetting about something and how everyone has changed, but he hasn't. He's been the same. And then Ray Phoenix was there. Ray Phoenix was even there before this whole thing between Nick Aldis and them. But Nick Aldis was giving Ray Phoenix like congratulations from being so good in the AAA company. And then that's when Sami Zayn came around and whined. But Ray basically told the same thing to Sami, that you're not the same Sami that we all recognize. And then he walks away. So I really hope they end this thing with Sami soon. I think it's a little annoying at this point. I'm not sure about anybody else, but I get annoyed with this segment now. So I hope they're going to finish this soon, so it'll be over. So y'all, the first match of the night, we had Brie Bella and Paige versus Julia and Kiana James. And this match was okay. It's a typical tag team match between all of them. I mean, it really wasn't nothing too excited for. But Brie Bella and Paige picked up the win due to Julia and Kiana James not being on the same page, which has caused them to win. So those two are going to break up soon as a tag team, and it's just going to be singles competitors maybe, or one of them is going to leave, or both of them are going to leave. So I don't know. So the next thing, we get a quick little Tiffany Stratton interview with Kathy, and basically Tiffany is basically saying that she doesn't need a partner to defend her championship. She's good on her own. And then in the background, you see Kiana and Julia fussing at each other and pushing each other in the back. And then as Tiffany goes on saying that she's a good champion, Chelsea Green comes back and basically tries to with partner up with Tiffany Stratton, and Tiffany Stratton basically tells Chelsea Green that she doesn't need a partner, and Chelsea is like, she always do that, we're such good friends. So I'm actually really excited for Chelsea to come back. I love Chelsea. I think she's a funny character. She's a funny wrestler, so she makes it entertaining to watch her, and I'm excited. I can't wait to see her back in the ring. I think it's going to be funny to have her back. Okay, y'all, the next segment of the night, we had Cody Rhodes and the contract signing for Gunther for Clash at Italy. And it was going all smooth and dandy. Cody Rhodes is asking the fans, what do you want to talk about? And then Cody tries to go on and tries to talk about Gunther and calls out Gunther. And Gunther comes out and Gunther insults Americans and saying that we are all about ourselves and we're self-centered people. And he said that Cody is just like us, self-centered people. And Gunther wants Cody to apologize for everything he's putting him through. And Cody is like, you know what? I apologize. Then come down here and sign this contract. And Gunther just keeps like joking and playing around. So then Royce Keys come out of nowhere. It's like, if you don't sign it, I will sign it. And then he starts marching to the ring, getting ready to sign it. And Gunther's like hightailing behind him, trying to stop him from signing the paper. So then Nick Aldis comes out and basically says, Gunther and Royce Keys, tonight you will have a match to see who's going to sign the contract and go against Cody at Clash at Italy. So we're going to see that tonight. So then it pans off to MFT, and Solo and Tama Tonga is having a moment. And Tama Tonga is basically like, he's in and out the group. Like, he doesn't care about this anymore. He's like disrespecting Solo, and Solo tells Tyler Tonga to let's go. We're gonna talk to Royce Keys. If y'all know, they're trying to recruit Royce Keys to MFT. So Solo and Tyler walks off. So then Shinsuke Nakamura comes around the corner and tries to talk to Tama again. And he tries to say, I know you made your mind up. I know what you want to do. So then his brother Tyler Tonga comes back out and destroys Shinsuke. So I can see them two having a match probably next week. I don't know. I can't wait for this to explode to see where they're going to take this with Tama Tonga. And I wonder if they're actually going to recruit Royce Keys. I think that'd be good. I think if they recruit Royce Keys, I think it'd be really good. Okay, y'all. The next match of the night, we had Carmelo Hayes versus Ricky Saints. And this was a good match. A lot of back and forth, a lot of counters, a lot of just splashes and slams. And Carmelo took a good little hit during the match. So, I don't know. I love this match. Carmelo never seems to amaze me. He's always just spectacular. He's a great wrestler. And Ricky's a good wrestler too. So I'm excited for his future on the main roster. So we're going to see them too. And it was Carmelo who ended up picking up the win for the match. And during the match, Ricky got caught putting his foot on the ropes, but it ended up backfired on him because Carmelo put his feet on the ropes and got the leverage to get the win. So I can't wait to see this rivalry between them two. If there's gonna be anything else between them, but I'm excited. So next we get a quick little segment with R-Truth and Royce Keys, and R-Truth is trying to recruit Royce Keys to come to the new Judgment Day, and he needs help building it. And Royce Keys is like, you know what, I'll keep it in mind. So then Damian Priest comes around the corner, and Damian is like, what is that about? And Truth is like, I'm trying to get Royce Keys to come with us. And Damian basically does not trust Royce Keys since MFT has not touched Royce Keys, but he's touched everybody else. Talking about Damian and Shinsuke and then other people as well. And they were trying to recruit Royce. So Damian tells Truth to keep his eye out because he doesn't trust them. I hope he joins MFT. I think it'd be really good. So y'all, we get a quick little Danhausen segment. Really nothing going on. Just him being goofy with the computer, trying to do something with the box that he had for Backlash. And now he has some type of gurney with a person on it. That's it. So then the next match of the night, we had Tama Tonga versus Damian Priest. And this match was okay. It was a decent match. I didn't really care for it. But Damian Priest ended up picking up the win against Tama Tonga. And then after the win, Tala and Solo Sikoa came out and jumped Damian Priest. but no one came to Damian Priest's help because R-Truth was injured, and he told R-Truth not to come out there. And Royce Keys never came out neither, so that was the end for that. So then we go back to another Sammy whining segment about wrestling again. There's no real wrestling anymore, something like that. But the person that he's talking to Johnny Gargano, and Johnny Gargano is still planking. So he didn't say anything. And then his wife Candice LeRae came out and fussed at Sammy because Johnny isn't doing anything but just planking at home. Okay, y'all. The next match of the night, we had Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus B-Fab and Mia Yim. Before the match even started, Jade cut a promo, and I'm not even gonna lie, the promo sounded like nails on a chalkboard. I was so happy when Charlotte Flair came out, and she basically said what we all were thinking, that she needs to stop talking. Nobody likes to hear her talk. Yeah, and Jay did not like it at all. Try to say her 1-2-1-2, but then Charlotte Flair just clocked the mess out of Jade, basically tell her to shut up. And I cannot be any more agree with Charlotte. And I'm not even a super Charlotte fan like that, but I'd rather pick Charlotte over Jade. Just over mic wise, it just, I don't know, something about her voice. She just cannot talk on the mic. She needs to go back to Florida and then talk on the mic, get some classes. I don't know. Her voice sounds like nails in the chalkboard. But anyway, the match goes on, and it was an okay match. Typical women tag team match. Really ain't nothing going on. It was mainly a back and forth match until the very, very end, where Charlotte tags in Alexa, and she just kind of just wipes out B-Fab and Mia, and Alexa went in and tried to do Sister Abigail, and Jade pulled Alexa's leg and threw Alexa to the barricade, and Charlotte just scares her off. So the match goes to Charlotte and Alexa due to disqualification. It was a pretty good match. So then we get a quick little interview with Kathy and the Fatal Influence, and they basically just said that they're signed to Smackdown, and all the women in the locker room gotta watch out for them, and that was it. So y'all, we get a quick little segment with Solo and Royce Keys, and Solo is trying his best to try to recruit Royce Keys. He's like, me and you, together, we can be a great group. You join MFT, and I can help you become a champion. We can all be champions and work together. You know, and we can take down everybody. And Royce is like, I got this. You know, I don't need y'all, I got this. And Solo was like, that's the same thing that Jacob said. And then he gave Royce Keys a look. So, I don't know. I really hope he does join Solo and them. I think it'd be so good. I think it'd be really good if you do. So, y'all, the last match of the night, we had Royce Keys versus Gunther. And this match was okay. It was a decent match. I didn't really care for it for myself. It was just another big man versus another big man match. So it was just a lot of power, throwing, slapping. Really nothing too exciting for me. But the person who won the match was Gunther. Solo Sikoa did come out and he tried to hand Royce Keys a chair. But Royce Keys ended up throwing the chair at Solo in the face. So I guess we got our answer about that. I guess Royce Keys isn't going to be with MFT, which I hope they just decide to do a 360, and I hope they just go back, and I hope they do team up. But for now, Royce Keys is not really with the whole Solo Sikoa thing. But because of that distraction, Gunther did get the win off. So Gunther versus Cody Rhodes will be at Clash of Italy. And at the end of the actual match, Gunther was talking trash to the camera, and then Cody Rhodes hit Gunther with the crossroads and ended off the show. And that was the end of Friday Night Smackdown for this week. And I think this one could have been a little bit better. None of the matches really excited me. The only one that I actually seemed to really enjoyed was Carmelo and Ricky Saints. I did enjoy Trick's match too, but I think I preferred Carmelo's match earlier better. But that was it for the show. Hopefully next Friday will be a little bit better for some people. Next Saturday it will be Saturday night matches. So if you have Peacock, go watch those. I would not be watching Saturday Night Live, Saturday Night thing. I don't really enjoy that type of pay-per-view. It's just a really cheap pay-per-view to me. I know it's supposed to give like honor to the back in the day show, but it just, that show just never really, I just never really liked the show. But it got to be excited for the end of the month for Clash of Italy. I think maybe later on during the month we're going to get the rest of the card. So I will be giving my review on Clash of Italy. But after that, I want to say thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing and liking. And I want to give a shout out to subscriber number 9. Thank you for subscribing, and I hope to continue to make more videos for you and everybody else who enjoys to watch my content or like to hear just my take on what went on during the show. And I appreciate everything you and everyone do to support my channel. But after all that, be sure to love one another, be blessed, and mental health matters.